Faculty of Languages and Linguistics, and Dr. Rashida Hassan, Deputy Dean of Undergraduate Studies. Good morning also to the heads of departments and all faculty members. And most importantly, a hearty selamat pagi and good morning to all students joining us for this virtual welcoming session. I'm Dr. Sharifa Aisha, and on behalf of the organizing committee, I'd like to congratulate and welcome all of you, the incoming undergraduate students, to the Faculty of Languages and Linguistics, University Malaya. Before we start, I'd like to share with you a short video about our faculty so you can learn a bit more about FLL, or FBL as we call it in Malay. Let's watch the video.
For the foreign student, we really miss our family and miss our country. But here I can feel I have a second family.
I hope the video has given you a glimpse into what we do here and perhaps sparked some ideas about what you want to do during a time here with us. We'll begin this ceremony with a doa recitation by Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad bin Saman. Mempersilakan Prof. Madya Dr. Muhammad bin Saman untuk membaca doa selamat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Alhamdulillah, kita semua dapat berkumpul pada pagi ini. Sebelum kita memulakan acara kita seterusnya, marilah kita sama-sama mengangkat tangan, menadah kepada Allah SWT supaya Allah SWT membuka jalan dan pintu perjalanan kita untuk mencari ilmu dan menjauhi kita sekalian daripada segala bala dan bencana. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tabi'ahu bi ihsani ila yaumiddin. Rabbana iftah bainana wa baina qaumina bil haqq wa anta khairul fatihin. Rabbi shrah lana sudurana wa yassir lana umurana wahlul 'uqdatam min alsidatina yafqahu qawlana. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami memohon pada Engkau agar Engkau dapat mempermudahkan segala urusan kami untuk mencari ilmu, khususnya ilmu tentang bahasa dan linguistik di Fakulti Bahasa ini. Atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Allahumma adfa' 'anna al-dhahra minha wa ma batan. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, jauhilah kami sekalian daripada segala bala, wabak dan bencana, apa yang dapat kami boleh lihat dan kami tak boleh lihat. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, Engkaulah Tuhan yang Maha Pemurah lagi Maha Penyayang. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tabi'ahu bi ihsan ila yaumiddin. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
kasih Prof. Madya, Dr. Muhammad bin Saman. So I hope many of you are here joining us online for this virtual welcoming session. We just want to make sure that we can sort out some of the technical difficulties. So maybe you can let us know if you can hear us. Maybe you can put in the chat or the comments if you can hear us, or if you can't hear us. I hope you bear with us. This is the first time we're doing this virtually, so I hope someone can let us know whether you're able to hear us before we continue with the rest of the program. I'm looking at the chat comments here. I think there are a few people who might have said that they can't hear. Can anyone let us know whether you can hear us now? I think there's still some technical problems. I hope you can be patient while we wait to sort out these technical problems. Maybe we should. Okay, so if you're having trouble hearing us, one of the ways that you can try to make it a bit louder is to put on your headphones and make sure that your settings on your computer or your mobile phone, the volume is set to maximum. I'll give you a couple of seconds to just plug in your headphones or turn up the speakers so that to see if we can hear. Okay, so you still can't hear. Anyone who has their headphones on who maybe can let us know if they can hear? The sound is very low. So we can try to put up the volume. Ni boleh tak buat louder sikit volume? Okay. All right, so yeah, thanks for letting us know that you still can't hear us. I think we're just going to give it a couple of minutes while our tech team works on it. You have to use earphones to hear. Okay, thank you, Sharifa Shamin. Can some of, if you have a set of headphones with you, maybe you can use them right now. So sorry about this. These are part of the challenges of going online in a big room. Okay, so we're going to play the video one more time. I think some of you may not have heard it, so just to test out our sound as well. And for those of you who are joining us a bit late, we're going to play the faculty video. This is a short video about our faculty that lets you know a bit more about the activities that we do here at the Faculty of Languages and Linguistics. And maybe this will give you some ideas about what you might want to do while you're in your journey with us for the next few years. So we're going to play the video right now. Just give us a couple of seconds while we get it started. And hopefully this time the volume will be loud enough for you to hear. For those of you who are still looking for headphones, for those of you who are still looking for headphones, we'll give you a couple of seconds. For those of you who watched the video already, please bear with us while we sort out these technical issues. Yeah, can we play the video, please? Okay.
For the foreign student, we really miss our family and miss our country. But here I can feel I have a second family.
I can't sanitize. key it by touching it again. Okay, so what a colorful and diverse video. I hope you've got some ideas about what we do at the Faculty of Languages and Linguistics. And I can see that I think the sound issues are sorted out. Can you just let me know if you can hear us? Before we carry on with the welcoming address from our Dean, Associate Professor Dr. Surindapal Kaur, I just want to make sure you can hear us. Okay, so thank you for your patience. Now I would like to invite the Dean of our faculty, Associate Professor Dr. Surindapal Kaur, to give the welcoming speech and introduce the faculty management.
Yang berusaha timbalan-timbalan dekan, ketua-ketua jabatan, ahli-ahli fakulti yang lain. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera, good morning to everyone. And especially to our wonderful students, pelajar yang dikasihi sekalian. Selamat pagi dan selamat datang ke Fakulti Bahasa dan Linguistik Universiti Malaya. Sebelum saya mulakan, saya ingin memohon izin untuk bercakap dalam bahasa Malaysia dan bahasa Inggeris supaya kedua-dua batch pelajar kita, pelajar antarabangsa dan pelajar nasional kita dapat faham kita. So I will be speaking in both English and Malay for the benefit of our international students as well as our Malaysian students. All right. Before I go on, I'd like to invite and introduce to you members of the faculty one by one. So I'll introduce them to you. We'll start off first with Timbalan Dekan Ijazah Dasar, Dr. Roshida Hassan. Dr. Roshida? All right. She's in charge of the undergraduate studies. So you will be dealing with her very closely. Next, we have Timbalan Dekan Pembangunan dan Penyelidikan, the Deputy Dean of Research and Development, Dr. Daniel Chow. He'll be in charge of all things that deal with research. Thank you, Daniel. Followed by Ketua Jabatan Bahasa-Bahasa Arab dan Timur Tengah, the head of the Arabic and Middle Eastern languages, Professor Madya Dr. Muhammad bin Saman. You have just met him earlier when he did the doa. All right. Thank you. Selepas itu kita ada Dr. Ding, yang merupakan Ketua Jabatan Bahasa-Bahasa Malaysia dan Linguistik Terapan, the head of the Malaysian Languages and Applied Linguistics Department. We now have Dr. Ruth Ong, who is the head of the English Language Department, Ketua Jabatan Bahasa Inggeris, ya. Dr. Rosita, yang merupakan Ketua Jabatan Bahasa-Bahasa Asia Eropah, the head of the Asia-European languages. Puan Rema Menon, who is the head of the language unit, Ketua Unit Bahasa. Dan Puan Masita, yang merupakan penolong pendaftar kita, our assistant registrar. You will be dealing with her a lot because she deals with all of the undergraduate issues. Puan Masita. And finally, we have here on stage with us Mr. Daniel Razafal, Encik Daniel, yang merupakan wakil mahasiswa kita. All right, he's the representative from the Persatuan Mahasiswa. Daniel will be here to answer some of your questions if you have any. All right. So thank you. Good morning once again ke semua orang. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera. Saya ingin merakamkan ucapan setinggi-tinggi tahniah saya kepada semua pelajar kerana berjaya mendapatkan tawaran menjadi salah seorang pelajar universiti yang terulung di Malaysia. So congratulations to all of you for having been selected to join us at the Premier University in Malaysia. You are all a very special batch indeed. Saya difahamkan bahawa ada seramai 178 pelajar yang telah diterima masuk ke FBL. Saya mewakili warga FBL mengalu-alukan kehadiran kesemua pelajar ke FBL dan dengan berbesar hati menerima anda semua menjadi ahli keluarga kami di sini. FBL akan menjadi rumah kedua anda untuk selama 3 tahun setengah dari sekarang, ya. Dan saya pasti anda akan menghargai setiap detik anda di sini bersama kita di FBL dan di Universiti Malaya. So I've been informed that 178 students have been selected to join the Faculty of Languages and Linguistics. We had many applications, and for you to have received offer letters, it shows that you are the best among the best. So welcome. FBL is going to be your second home for the next 3.5 years. We warmly welcome you, and I am certain that you will appreciate and enjoy every single moment in FBL and in UM. Saya pasti pada saat ni ramai di antara anda yang mempunyai perasaan bercampur baur di antara bangga, gembira, sedih, cemas dan berbagai lagi perasaan untuk memulakan kehidupan kamu sebagai mahasiswa universiti. Apatah lagi di sebuah universiti yang terbilang seperti Universiti Malaya. Saya yakin yang ibu bapa dan keluarga anda juga merasa amat bangga atas kejayaan anda diterima masuk ke UM dan mereka pastinya meletakkan harapan yang amat tinggi agar anda semua akan berjaya dengan cemerlang di akhir pengajian nanti. I absolutely understand your feelings right now. You have mixed feelings. You are happy and proud to become students at the premier university like UM. Alongside that pride and happiness, however, you may also be feeling a little nervous, a little intimidated. This is UM after all. It is the premier university in the country. And we are number 59 in the world rankings. And the Faculty of Bahasa is up in the world rankings for modern languages, linguistics, as well as English language. So yes, you are nervous, but you are proud at the same time. And I know that your parents must also be incredibly proud of you and have high hopes for your success at UM and your life beyond UM as well. Hadirin sekalian, ladies and gentlemen, you are joining us at a somewhat really tough time in history. Because of COVID-19, your presence at the faculty is restricted. All your classes will be conducted online, and many of the activities will be curtailed quite badly. Saya ingin meyakinkan anda bahawa walaupun kelas dan aktiviti anda berjalan dalam talian, anda masih merupakan warga fakulti yang dihargai. Dan kami akan memberi segala sokongan yang diperlukan untuk memastikan bahawa pengalaman anda sebagai warga FBL amatlah bermakna bagi anda semua. So again, I'd like to reassure you that we will do our very best to make sure that you have the best support system possible to help you experience FBL meaningfully and to be an important part of our community. Together, we will get through these difficult times. We will adapt. We will emerge strong and resilient. But I would also like to advise you, sedikit nasihat untuk semua orang ya. Sila pastikan anda mengikut SOP. Please follow the SOPs. Please follow any instructions that will be delivered to you from time to time. Wear your masks, stay safe, practice personal hygiene. Di sini, saya ingin mengingatkan semua orang bahawa kecemerlangan akademik semata-mata tidak memadai untuk menjamin anda menjadi insan berguna pada masa hadapan ya. Kecemerlangan yang seimbang dari segi jasmani, rohani dan emosi adalah sangat penting untuk anda semua. Adalah mencari harapan kami sebagai pendidik agar graduan UM akan menjadi insan yang cemerlang, gemilang dan terbilang dalam semua aspek, termasuk mempunyai kemahiran insaniah yang tinggi. So alongside your academic excellence, you will need to develop yourselves emotionally, mentally, and spiritually as well. You are here not just to acquire language. You are here to engage with language, to use language to make yourselves into better people who can contribute to the well-being of our society and our nation. So please, take this opportunity to engage with knowledge. Intellectual curiosity must lead to a future that is meaningful for everyone. It must shape our future so we improve society in an impactful way. You are students of languages and linguistics. Learn about other cultures. Learn about other languages. learn about other ways of being, and most importantly, learn how to make lives meaningful for everybody who crosses your path in life. Saya amat berharap lah ya, bahawa pelajar sekalian akan mengambil peluang ini untuk melibatkan diri dalam aktiviti-aktiviti yang boleh membantu anda semua meningkatkan kemahiran insaniah anda. Anda perlu ada keseimbangan di antara pelajaran dan aktiviti-aktiviti lain. Jadi, gunakanlah peluang ini untuk menimba sebanyak ilmu yang anda boleh menimba untuk menyumbang kepada kebajikan masyarakat, kebaikan masyarakat dan negara apabila tamat pengajian nanti. Belajarlah bagaimana menjadikan hidup ini bermakna kepada semua orang yang akan melintasi jalan anda dalam kehidupan anda sendiri. Akhir sekali, saya ingin mengucapkan tahniah sekali lagi kepada semua mahasiswa baru UM. Semoga anda terus berusaha untuk meningkatkan pencapaian anda dari segi akademik dan sahsiah. Once again, I'd like to congratulate all of you. Welcome you to UM. I wish you all the best in your journey with us. As Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Africa's first woman president, said, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. So remember, dream big. Let your dreams scare you, but carry on. The only thing that is going to stop you from fulfilling your dreams is you yourself. So don't stop from fulfilling your dreams, all right? If you fail, pick yourselves up. Carry on, move on. You fail again, it's okay. Pick yourselves up, move on again. And at some point, you will achieve the success that you wanted to achieve in your dreams. So everyone, dream big, work hard, stay focused, enjoy yourself, and above all, wear a mask. Thank you very much. Sekian, terima kasih.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Surinder Palkor, for such a heartfelt and rousing, welcoming speech to the students. I can see from all your comments and emojis in the chat window that she's really sparked some enthusiasm in some of you. And this is right on time because now it's time for our interactive Q&A session where you can ask your questions in the comments window. I'm sure as a new student, you have many questions or concerns. This is your chance to get some answers or advice. Joining our Dean, Associate Professor Dr. Surin, and Deputy Dean Dr. Rashida on the Q&A panel is our Faculty Student Union Rep, Daniel Razafa. I'll now invite you to post your questions in the chat window and I'll read them out for the panel to answer. So while we're waiting for some of you to write your questions, we can start with a very common question that some of my students ask me, and I hear it almost every other day. Can students come into the faculty? So maybe somebody on the panel wants to answer.
Thank you, Dr. Aisha. Okay, for now, students are not allowed to come to University Malaya because of this COVID-19 situation now. Okay, so pelajar masih belum dibenarkan masuk ke kampus, tapi semua aktiviti pengajaran dan pembelajaran akan dijalankan secara online. Jadi kita akan cuba yang terbaik untuk memberi yang terbaik kepada semua pelajar. So jangan risau. Jadi sekiranya anda mempunyai sebarang masalah, sebarang persoalan, boleh ditujukan kepada pentadbir Universiti di Fakulti Bahasa ya. Especially kamu boleh menulis kepada saya untuk sebarang persoalannya. Okay, terima kasih. Kita akan tunggu sehingga notis yang terkini daripada KPT ya, sama ada bila pelajar dibenarkan masuk ke kampus. Okay, mungkin Dr. Surin ada untuk menambah ya. Okay, silakan.
Walaupun kita ada restrictions ya untuk masuk ke dalam physically untuk masuk ke kawasan fakulti, kita terpaksalah mengikut SOP kita ya. Jadi semua kelas-kelas memang akan dijalankan online. All classes will be online. You can check your access to Spectrum. Please make sure that is our online learning platform. Spectrum, and make sure that you are in touch with your lecturers. Your lecturers will be in touch with you. At the same time, you can also be in touch with Dr. Rashida Puan Masita and myself, as well as your own coordinators and heads of department. You already met the heads of department earlier. You will meet them later on. So please be in touch with them and talk to them. If you have any problems whatsoever, tell us immediately so we can step in and we can help wherever possible.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. So we have some questions, a couple of questions already in the chat window. I'll start with the first one. Aisha is asking, may I join all language lectures?
Pelajar boleh mengikuti semua mana-mana mereka berminat. Bagaimanapun pelajar tersebut dicatatkan dalam transkrip secara official. Pelajar perlu berdaftar secara audit. Maksudnya membuat pendaftaran secara audit dan ada
for those of you who need the explanation in English, yes, you can join all language lectures, but if you want it to be officially reflected in your transcript, you have to register to audit the class. And that brings, do we have to officially enroll the audit required classes?
It's perfectly all right classes, but if you want it to be shown on your transcript and you want it to make a difference, then you will audit it officially. All right? There are several quick
Explain a bit about registration.
Okay.
For the module registration, the head of department, also the coordinator, will give a briefing after this at 11 o'clock. And also, I have given a taklimat briefing, recorded briefing. So probably at that time, student can open the briefing. Okay? So this afternoon, we will discuss later and give detail to the student.
Technical issues.
I believe you can't hear. Yes, as Puan Masita said, registration, the explanation for the registration will be coming online, which has already been recorded. So please go and listen to that particular recording and you will get more information. More yes, from today. And it will carry on until the October. So you can register at any point. Itself.
Can you repeat the question about the auditing?
Didn't hear it, so I'll repeat it. You can audit any course you want. You audit only if you want to see it in your transcript. So if you want it to show in your transcript, make sure you audit it. But if you are not interested in it being in your transcript, and if you just want to gain knowledge, then you can just attend the class. All right. But please be very careful because you will have lots and lots of classes. So be careful as to what courses you want to audit or take in an extra capacity. All right. You can register for any classes that you want. You have compulsory courses which you must register for. But on top of it, if you want to register for anything extra, you can audit those classes. Okay?
Okay, so I'm still seeing comments that you guys can't hear us. Were you able to hear Associate Professor Dr. Surin's response about auditing the classes? So Dashini, maybe you want to let us know if you can hear? She explained about how to, okay, so Alicia is asking, so it means we can attend any class, is it? Can we attend any class? Yes. Dr. Surin is nodding and telling me that yes, you can attend any class.
Can I add something? No. You also need to get permission from the lecturer. So just a mentor, yes, you will have a mentor. You have mic is off, guys. They can. Yeah.
Turn this one off. I think we'll just use one mic.
Yeah, so please make sure that you speak to the lecturers involved and you get their permission, and you make sure that you stay in class and be consistent, all right, in your attendance. Anything else you want to add, Rashida?
Okay, for to audit the class, as mentioned by Dr. Surin just now, you have to get permission from the lecturer. Write to the lecturer in charge, okay? And you have elective. You can also register for other courses as elective dalam faculty. Okay, you can, if you are majoring in French, you can do other languages, like for example, Spanish. We have Italian, Korean, and other languages that you can register as your elective dalam faculty. But if the class is full, you can ask permission from the lecturer to audit the class. And if lecturer allows, then you will be in the class. You can write to the lecturer or the head of department for permission. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Tugrashini, you said you missed out the answer to your question. You asked about module registration. There'll be a video showing you how to do your registration on Maya, and you can see it on our faculty website, and it shows step by step what you can do. If you have any questions, you can always put a comment on the faculty Facebook page, and we'll try to address it. We had another question about mobility programs for master students. I hope someone can, yeah, thank you.
Okay, mobility. We encourage mobility, both for masters and undergraduate. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, you cannot physically go abroad now. You cannot physically go to another country. So we are encouraging e-mobility right now. So e-mobility will allow you to attend, summer programs or courses or semesters at other universities while being physically in Malaysia. Virtual, so it will be a virtual e-mobility program, all right? So you can actually do that. Doesn't matter whether you're undergraduates or postgraduates, you can go for mobility, all right? And we do encourage it very strongly. Okay.
Okay, just to add to what Dr. Surin has, to add to what Dr. Surin said just now, Okay, for mobility, for undergrads especially, you have a lot of mobility programs, not just organized by our faculty, but by ISC, International Student Center. And every student's actually entitled to get fund, about not so much, but can help you to survive when you go for a mobility. So, setiap pelajar ada peluang untuk mendapatkan bantuan dari universiti untuk pergi ke program outbound mobility. Tetapi memandangkan keadaan sekarang seperti yang dikatakan oleh Dr. Surin tadi, mobility buat masa ni mungkin kita tangguhkan sebentar, tapi kita ada mobility secara online. Okay, but kita harap by next year insyaAllah everything clear, so kita boleh teruskan dengan mobility secara fizikal. Okay, untuk pelajar bahasa memang semua digalakkan mengikuti program mobility. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Rashida and Associate Professor Dr. Surin for explaining about mobility programs. So to keep track of what are the latest things available, you should always check. Can I remind you, you should always check your mail so that you hear about the latest, the SISWA mail, so that you hear about the latest programs, mobility programs and other programs. So one question that I had offline was, a student asked me, what are the benefits of joining the student union? And perhaps Daniel would want to answer this question.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. Saya bercakap bahasa Melayu ya. Okay, student union adalah kesatuan mahasiswa Universiti Malaya di mana kita telah mencapai macam-macam permintaan daripada mahasiswa sebelum ni. Contohnya kita dah desak pengurangan yuran pengajian dan sekarang ni KPT dah dalam proses dan UM dalam proses untuk mengurangkan yuran pengajian pada semester lepas. Dan seterusnya kita dah dapat jalan berbumbung daripada Kolej Kediaman 3 hingga ke Fakulti Bahasa Linguistik. Dan sekarang ini kita masih menuntut yuran pengajian dikurangkan untuk semester depan. Kerana sekarang memandangkan mahasiswa menjalankan sesi pembelajaran secara online. Di fakulti juga kita ada sekretariat yang berfungsi untuk membantu mahasiswa-mahasiswa baru. Seperti mana kita dah buat, mana freshies yang ada di dalam grup WhatsApp yang kita telah buat. Kita telah bantu dari segi assistant untuk maya, masalah maya dan masalah mengakses siswa mail. Dan ada lagi beberapa masalah sepanjang minggu pendaftaran ini. Setakat ini itulah Student Union berfungsi adalah untuk menghubungkan suara-suara mahasiswa kepada pentadbiran. Itu. Dan kita juga menjaga kebajikan dan kepentingan mahasiswa sepanjang semester dan pengajian daripada sesi lepas hingga sesi sekarang. Dan insya-Allah kita akan buat banyak lagi untuk masa akan datang. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Thank you, Daniel. So, Daniel basically explained about the different things that the Student Union is doing for student welfare. And if you want to find out more, you can follow the Facebook page. And I encourage you to be active in the various associations that we have on campus. Farhana asked, I think, well, let's start with Brittany's question, I think, because a lot of you will be wondering about this. And she asked, how will the exams be conducted during this time? So I hope the panel can not just explain about the exams, but also maybe something about online teaching and learning.
Okay. To answer your question, exams will not be face-to-face exams. What we have decided is that we are going to have alternative assessments. There may be some quizzes, which will be very short, but by and large, we will have alternative assessments that probably require you to have assignments or portfolios or, video productions and things like that. So there will be different assessment modes, not necessarily an exam. There could be if an exam is assigned, it could be an open book exam, which is assigned for maybe 24 hours, and you have 24 hours in which to write that paper out and then submit it. So don't worry about it. We will take care of it, and we will take care of you where the assessments are concerned. And I think there was a little bit of a question on the mobility, so I will allow Roshida to answer that and add anything if she wants to the exams.
Okay, terima kasih Dr. Surin. Okay, untuk mobility, kriteria for mobility. Okay, biasanya kita untuk program biasanya pelajar boleh memohon sendiri, okay, kepada ISC. Sekiranya ada iklan dari ISC, biasanya pelajar akan membuat permohonan. You can direct apply to ISC any mobility programs offered at university. But at the faculty level, we have our own mobility. Especially for our two programs, we have for German and French, we have a double degree program where the student will go spend 1 year for French in France, in Paris, and for the German program, they will go 2 years. They will spend 2 years in Germany, and they will get another degree from that university. That will be that one. You have another extra exam that you have to sit to qualify you for that program. Okay, but lain-lain program mobility secara short terms, 1 semester or 2 semesters, you can apply throughout the year from the ISC, International Student Center. Okay. For what?
Yeah, just to so you understand what the mobility program is all about. If you have any questions later about mobility, please feel free to talk to your heads of department and get further clarification from them. Ya. Jadi minta pencerahan daripada ketua-ketua jabatan anda. Ya. Okay. Dari segi classes online, ya, kelas anda dalam talian, saya ingin mengatakan bahawa kita menggunakan 3 jenis platform di sini. Platform Google Meet, Google Classroom dan juga Microsoft Teams, ya. Jadi kalau boleh, you boleh access ni secara web browser ataupun you can download the app itself. So please make sure you try and download these apps early enough so you are able to access these things. But don't worry, if you are unable to, for some reason your internet is slow or whatever, and you cannot access it at that point, don't worry. All recordings of every lecture, every class will be put online on Spectrum, so you can go back and revisit and listen to it again and again. Okay? How to register on Spectrum?
Actually, it's automatic. Once you have had your siswa mail, and if you already have registered your module, your subject, you are automatically will be in the Spectrum for that courses.
Okay, thank you to the panel. There was another question from Farhana who asked, can English language students take other languages? Does someone want to answer this? Yes.
Okay, thank you, Farhana. Okay, you can take, as I mentioned just now, you can take other languages as elective dalam faculty. You have other languages like Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Korean, French, Russian, and Thai, as elective dalam faculty. So you are free to register. Okay.
In fact, I will encourage you to register for other languages as in faculty internal electives. Your faculty elective dalam faculty, please do register for those, because you may be here doing English or doing Tamil or doing Chinese. It would be good if you register to take on other languages, because then you learn something different, something new, and you make yourselves marketable when you go out into the world later on with your degrees. So definitely take up another language. In fact, Dr. Roshida here speaks French, Malay, and English fluently. All right. I myself speak a few languages. My Spanish is still quite good. My French is not so good because I didn't keep up with it. But most of us at the faculty speak several languages. So you as the student should speak several languages for sure. All right.
Okay, thank you to the panel for giving their answers, answering your questions and giving some advice as well about online learning, the mobility programs, and various other aspects of your learning experience here. Just want to check if we have any more questions for our panel. If you didn't get an answer to any of your questions, we might have missed it because of the so many comments scrolling up and down. You can retype your question in the comment box and we can answer it now. So maybe the panel can also explain who students can talk to if they face problems during the semester. Okay, we have a question here. Are we allowed to take elective subjects for our first semester? This is from Kesuveta Vatani.
Elective subject. I think for first semester, the courses will be the university courses and also the faculty courses and the department courses, the program courses. Probably you can take the courses for on the second semester. We open the open elective and also the elective outside the faculty. You can register for second semester.
Thank you, Puan Masita. Yeah, so let's go back to the question I asked about who students can talk to if they're facing problems during the semester.
Thank you. We have a system here, but whereby every student is assigned an academic mentor. So a member of academic staff will be your mentor. If you have any problems, go to your mentor first and talk to your mentor. Please do not keep silent. Any issues, anything, talk to your mentor first, all right? And the mentor will, if it's something major, the mentor will bring it up to us and we will help. If you don't want it, for some reason you are unable to speak to your mentor, you have your coordinators, you have your heads of departments, you also have Dr. Roshida and myself, all right? So please, and Puan Masita. So our doors are open. You can email us or you can make an appointment to come and see us. I believe a lot of students already have my mobile number. It will probably be going around. So you can just drop us WhatsApp and say, look, I'm facing these problems. The key thing I want to emphasize here is that I know that students undergo a lot of pressures. Memang sangat suka menjadi pelajar ataupun mahasiswa di universiti. Ya. Anda ada banyak keperluan, anda ada banyak benda-benda yang anda sepatutnya mengambil tindakan tentang. Dan kadang-kadang agak susah lah untuk kita dari segi emosi ataupun dari segi mental. So mentally and emotionally it can get to a lot for us. So my advice to you is don't be silent. Come and talk to us. Don't wait until it's too late. Come and talk to us. We are here to help. We will help you. In any way possible, we will be helping you. If you need counseling, help emotionally, we will help you with that. All right? So please do come and talk to us.
sorry ya. Can I just tambah sikit ya? Untuk any problem for the students ya, you can, as mentioned by Nick, you can come to us, and kalau you ada masalah financial problem, you can go to alert us, or you can also go to Daniel ya, KMUM. They will direct you maybe to HEP. Maybe you know, you can share who in the HEP that they can direct to.
Okay, berkaitan dengan masalah kewangan, sebelum ni memang ada masalah kewangan antara mahasiswa lah, dan setakat ini kita ada tolong beberapa pelajar daripada berbagai level lah, daripada first year sampai third year, dan kalau ada masalah kewangan boleh report saya ataupun report kepada faculty admins. Kalau report saya akan terus ajukan kepada kabinet KMUM, dan kita akan ajukan report terus kepada HEP, bahagian pegawai kewangan dan zakat lah. Kita akan cuba dapat selesaikan masalah kewangan tersebut. Dan jika ada apa-apa masalah berlainan dengan kewangan, masalah berkaitan student ataupun apa-apa psikologi ke apa ke, kita boleh tolong. Dari segi kita ajukan report ni kepada HCP, dan HCP juga ada bahagian untuk psikologi, bahagian counselling, dan kita boleh tolong juga. Okay, itu saja.
Saya ingin mengingatkan semua orang ya, tiada masalah yang terlalu besar yang kita tak boleh selesaikan. Jadi datanglah, cakaplah kepada kita, kita akan menolong sedaya upaya kita. There's no problem that is too big that we cannot help you. We will help you as much as we can. Okay?
Okay, I have several questions that came up here. Let me just start from the first one from Sharifa Charmaine. What activities are held at the faculty pre and post-COVID? That's quite going to be a long answer, isn't it? We have so many activities going on here, but maybe...
In terms of activity, before COVID, we have a lot of activity. There is an activity at department level, the program level, and also we have activity at the faculty level, whereby we have activity every Friday. We are inviting industrial to give a talk to a student, and also few program done by the student itself. And then after pre-COVID, for time being, we don't have any activities physically, but we do have activities online with the student, and also which the program have did it.
I just want to add, whatever activities we were having pre-COVID, all right, we had a lot of activities pre-COVID, International Language Day, Mother Tongue Day, employability, industry talks, all these will continue, but they will continue virtually. So we are just moving the platform to the online platform. Departments will still have their own activities. You will still have exhibitions. You will still have talks. You will still have lots and lots of things to do, but it will be online. So you will have to work to come online and be part of these activities. It will not be easy. I'll be the first to admit it, but we can manage and we will be able to do it. The only thing I want to point out is also for in the faculty itself, we have lots of people who come and give talks on a regular basis. All right, so these talks will be in webinar form. Please, when we inform you of this, kita akan wawarkan kepada semua orang. Yeah, so make sure you attend. You learn a lot more from others when you attend these talks, you attend these seminars, the webinars, so on and so forth. And in terms of other activities, I'm sure Persatuan Mahasiswa will have other activities. Hopefully, post-COVID, we will go back to a life where we are able to have a few more physical activities. But for now, physical activities are severely curtailed. All right?
Okay, Afifah, yeah. Okay, thank you, Afifah. Okay, for your info, actually, you are not allowed to change program, yeah. Okay, and normally you are given the choice that pilihan yang diberikan adalah mengikut pilihan yang diminta semasa permohonan dalam UPU, ya. Jadi sekiranya ada masalah, tetapi dalam kaedah dan peraturan terdapat peruntukan untuk menukar program sekiranya ada sebab yang munasabah yang boleh dipertimbangkan oleh pejabat TNCA, ya. tetapi perlu melalui beberapa proses ya. Dengan syarat program yang diminta mestilah telah disenaraikan dalam salah satu pilihan yang diminta semasa permohonan UPU dibuat. Okey, dan kamu boleh merujuk kaedah dan peraturan universiti bilakah tempoh pertukaran program boleh dibuat. Hanya boleh dibuat tapi tidak semestinya diluluskan ya. Kita ambil perhatian ya. Okey, terima kasih.
So, a few questions about language learning, so I'm going to group them together. One student just asked, are we going to learn the language from zero level? And then there's another question about, should master's students be encouraged to learn more than one language? So maybe we can...
For languages such as Spanish, Italian, and French, Japanese, where you have no background in it, you will learn from zero. You will start from zero, and we will take you up to a level where you are quite proficient in the language by the time you graduate from the university. For those who are in Tamil, Chinese, English, we start off with a level that's slightly high, and then we take you up to a much higher level than you were in when you first came in. All right. In terms of master students, whether they can take language courses, yes, you can. But remember, you have a heavy load as a master student. You have a thesis to write, a research report to write, and so you will need to focus on that. You can audit those language courses. That's not a problem. Again, get the permission of the lecturers involved and audit a language course if you wish to. That is not a problem at all. All right. Yeah. Yes, there's a suite of elective courses yang dipanggil kursus luar fakulti, KELF. Yeah, so you can take those courses, but I don't think they're offered for you this semester. Not this semester. From the second semester onwards, you can enroll for those. But choose wisely. Choose those courses that will give you a good edge in the market when you leave. So if it's something from marketing, something from computer science, something from media, take those kinds of courses that will give you that edge alongside your language edge itself. All right. I just want to say that our students have no problems finding jobs after they graduate. You are in good hands, and because of your proficiency in language, you will have job offers coming for you. But you still want an extra edge. So take up those electives outside the faculty that will give you that edge.
Okay, when you can apply for mobility? Okay, for mobility, you can start apply in your second year. Yeah, in second year. And yeah, you can go either one semester or 2 semesters. And you can, if you go to, you choose mobility to the university where the course is not belong to your program, you can transfer credit under your elective luar fakulti, yeah, your external elective. Yeah, but for foreign languages, for students who are majoring in French, German, Italian, and so on, you can choose to go to the country where the language is spoken, so you can transfer, you can gain a lot more from that experience. Actually, you can start applying in second year. Second year. Okay. Benefits that you can get from FLL courses. Okay, you be multilingual as mentioned by the dean just now, yeah, and yeah, you get to go for mobility, especially for foreign languages. We really encourage students to go for mobility, but the limited maybe for financial problems, some of the students might not be able to go. But we try. There are a lot of other. Sometimes there are offers from other embassies. Yeah, we have a good relationship with embassies. Okay, especially for Spanish, we have like 11 embassies who are working closely with us. Scholarship for mobility, we have a scholarship, for example, for Japanese, they have from JASO, from MAX, the government of Japan. So for Japanese, a lot, you are very fortunate. You got a lot more advantages from the others because you have a lot more scholarships, yeah, offered by the Japanese organization, companies and government. But for other program, you have scholarship, for example, from DAAD for German. Yeah, you can apply to go to Germany. And for French, sometime embassy do support some, not fully 100%, but sometimes there's some support from the embassies. And from Spanish, you got from Colombia embassy, from Chile, Argentina, some of other embassies related to Spanish. You can get scholarship from there. And we also have exchange program with 3 universities in Spain, yeah, Dr. Rosita, in Spain, 3 universities, La Rioja, UG, and so you have a scholarship from that university. Will support you to study. And for other students from other program, you can apply to go to Korea. A lot of scholarship from POSCO, from Korean Foundation, and so on. You can apply. Okay, don't worry about other languages. Yeah, you have other opportunities. So you got the opportunity to go for mobility. So, okay.
No. Today itself, you will find out who your academic advisors are, and you will have their contact information, and you will be able to contact them immediately after this. So the kinds of things you should be talking to your academic advisor is your career progression at the university itself, all right? What kind of courses you should take. They will advise you. If you're thinking of doing, something in the media later on, they will advise you what kinds of electives you should focus on, what kinds of things you need to focus on. So yes, these are some of the things you can talk to about your academic advisor. Rashida, anything else to add?
Yeah, the academic advisor, the duty of academic advisor is to advise you, of course, related, especially related to your academic issues. Yeah, so if you have problem to register for courses, you're not sure what the courses that you can register, what you have to register and everything. So you can go to your academic advisor. Everyone will be assigned with one academic advisor. Yeah, so actually you are encouraged to see your academic advisor at least twice a semester. Beginning of the semester and end of the semester, and every time you got and if you have more issues, they can come to any time to your academic advisor. But we advise at least, meaning that you can go see them more than that. Okay, and every time you got a result, you have to go and see your academic advisor to discuss on the result. If you got CGPA, low CGPA, maybe you can get advice from your academic advisor how to improve, and that's everything related to academic. And also if you have some issues, personal issues also, you can go to your academic advisor actually. Thank you.
I've just noticed a few questions there. One of this has got to do with activities, and you can join whatever activities you want. The activities are usually department-based, all right? And so some activities are faculty-based. So join whatever activities you want. The activities will be, you'll be informed of what kind of activities yang ada. Apa-apa jenis aktiviti yang ada tu anda akan diberitahu nanti, dan anda boleh menyertai ke semua aktiviti ini. Juga saya ingin mengatakan, if you have any suggestions for activities, if you want to organize some activities, by all means, please get in touch with your heads of departments, with your coordinators, and do this, all right? So don't just wait for other people to organize. Organize activities yourselves, and especially you know the internet really well. You know how to use TikTok. You know how to use all kinds of things. You're more than able to organize certain activities. One last question I want to answer is, we go back to the mobility program. One student asked, does it apply for master students? I will reiterate, yes, it does. It applies for master students as well. We do have funding for master students to do mobility, all right?
Okay, as I mentioned just now, you can go for mobility for elective. You can take elective courses when you go for mobility. For example, for Korean, we don't have Korean program here, but you can go to Korean university, exchange 1 semester or 2 semesters, but you transfer the credit under elective program. Okay, for Dean's List is 3.7 and above. Yeah. So to get Dean's List, you must get at least 3.7 CGPA. Okay, both masters and PhD, masters and degree. Yeah, and if you can get CGPA 3.7 and above throughout your studies, you get lulus cemerlang. lulus cemerlang distinction. Okay, and you get hadiah buku universiti. You can, but it's just that you have to extend your semesters. If you go, because you are allowed to extend your semesters maximum to 11 semesters. 11 semesters, yeah. Meaning that if you go for mobility, you have to withdraw from the University Malaya. You cannot have 1 semester or 2 semesters, yeah. If you want to go to another university, another university of a country, you can apply to go for mobility again, withdraw. And also you are entitled for gap year. Gap year, yeah. You have 4 reasons, I think, to go for gap year. One of the reason is just mobility and to get experience. For example, I have one Italian students who went to Italy 1 year just to be au pair. Au pair means just to go and work as a assistant, a babysitter there, just to experience, to get to learn the language and practice the language. Yeah? So she took 1 year gap year. So you are entitled. Maybe later if you go to Kaedah dan Peraturan, you can see what are the things that you can apply for gap year. Okay, thank you. Ada apa ni?
Yeah, just ask me if you have anything.
Okay, so we've had a lot of questions and hopefully we've answered some of them. Don't worry if you can't remember everything that you heard here today. There will be other ways for you to get this information again. Before we wrap up, Associate Professor Dr. Surinder Palko, is there anything you would like to add?
I just want to say that your future is in your hands. You're here to learn, but you're also here to improve yourselves as people, all right? So, as I told you before, the only thing between you and your dreams is you yourself. So you can make your dreams become a reality. You yourselves can become so much better. Dream big. You can do this. It's not a problem. And yes, this will be recorded so you can watch it again. And don't forget, wear a mask. Always. Okay? Bye. Take care.
Thank you to all the panel for a very interesting and interactive session. And of course, thank you to all of you for your questions. We do have one last question coming in there. Do we want to? Okay, so Turgashini asked, if we obtain Dean List in every semester, will we be able to get a scholarship to continue our masters?
We are in the process of trying to sort that out. We do have scholarships for master students. If you have very good results, I'm sure we will manage something. We will do as much as we can to get you scholarships from within the faculty itself, or work with the Bendahari to at least exempt you from some fees. All right. So yes, we will work something out. Don't worry about it. Okay. Thank you. Yes. The university also has a scheme. The Kementerian has a scheme called Slab and Sly. This is to help you get a master's or a PhD, all right, for both Bumiputra and non-Bumiputra. So you can apply for that, and if you have very good results, that is not a problem. All the better for you to be able to get that slab or sly scheme. But you also have to be active in other things. So you have to show that you memanglah berwibawa. So work on making yourself into a very, very improved version of yourself today. Thank you.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Surinder Palko. That was a very interesting, interactive session. I'm afraid we're going to have to close it now. I hope you guys participate like this in all your classes this semester. If you still have other questions, don't worry. This session will be followed by briefings at your respective departments at 11, where you can learn more about your program and lecturers. You should have received this information via email, but if you don't have it, just leave a comment and a faculty member will help direct you. Before we end this ceremony, I want to wish all of you all the best as you embark on what I hope will be a very enlightening experience at the Faculty of Languages and Linguistics, University Malaya. Thank you.